We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Dylan Cease gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Ready now, Eddie James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, I can't see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
From the belt, the pitch.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
So it's a two-run shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eddie James, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First delivery to him on the way. This one skied out toward right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Prado.
The first baseman, Nick Prado.
The 1-2. Now that's popped up. Govern is there. But it's the first baseman that gets there to haul it in. And there's one away. Stepping up to the plate, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco.
Bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Victor Robles digging in now. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Pops this one up. James has a play. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Standing in, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big...
High and deep to right center. Robles looking up. Adios, pelota. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Settling in now, Anderson Tejeda. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Popped up. Govern waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Eddie James. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Well, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see if this one gets through, and that could bring in a run. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2.
Nice shot right there.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brennan Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped him up. Witt ranging into the outfield. He's there and records the first out. Striding in once again, Gabriel Arias. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Runners on the move for second. He's got it. A tag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Cubs lead it 5-2. Standing in, Eddie James. He singled his last time up.
Eddie James.
Here's the first pitch to him. That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. You can't put it on the ball. Yes! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as it is now 7-3.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in their home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Chicago Cubs rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Quinn Priester earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Stay tuned for Cardinals baseball next. Marlon Earnhardt, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
The first baseman.
Digging in now, Eddie James. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. First pitch on its way. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Bobby Witt Jr.
Now batting, the shortstop, Bobby.
The 0-2. Softly down the line toward first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the... Stepping in, Eddie James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
So it's a solo shot to dead center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the switch-hitting first baseman, Eddie James.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond, and if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brennan Davis. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he'll dive back in. First offering on its way. Pitch outside, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Pickoff move to second, and a leap, but it's over his head at second.
Down!
And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play. Here comes the 1-0. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there, even though...
Now at the plate, Eddie James. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Come on, big guy.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Into the box now for the Cubbies, Brennan Davis, as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded. Through. Now at the plate, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to third, and they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch, stretch. You can put it on the board. Yes!
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and that is 27 for him on the year, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
New inning set to get underway, and next will be the imposing power bat, Eddie James. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the 0-1. Hit hard, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side, and that is through into left, and an 0-2 mistake here results in a leadoff single.
Good piece right there. Nice hit.
And now it becomes decision time in the Cardinals dugout as you get a look at which arms are left in the St. Louis bullpen. Now batting, Brennan Davis. Now go ahead run at first, nobody out.
Well, you don't see this very often, Eddie, a two-strike straight changeup. But this guy's changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
And the runner back safely. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner goes for second. Strike taken. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
So striding in, Lester Norris.
Leading up for the
The 0-2 home.
Lester.
Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. On to the 12th frame in this one, and next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Eddie James. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Goodbye, home run.
Solo shot to right center as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
14-9 is the final score here. The Chicago Cubs, with their 80th win to pace the division. Adrian Morejon gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. Matthew Thompson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times, but it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's...
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch. You can't put it on the board. Yes!
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1. Into the box now, Francisco Alvarez. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Grounded up the first baseline, right to him. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. 3 left for St. Louis. They're up 3-2. So stepping in, Eddie James. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the break.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Striding in, Eddie James. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is
Break out the tape measure. That one is long gone.
So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd of the game, and the Cubs have come back to tie it at 3.
Yeah, he's been producing at the plate all year, so this should come as a surprise to nobody. But just because it's expected doesn't mean it's any less impressive. 1 swing, and we are tied.
Now in the box, Nick Prado. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He'll hunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Digging in, Eddie James. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark. But a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Brennan Davis, is 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Horton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. The next Cub up, Kyron Paris. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Runners off for second. Bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. The Cardinals with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the night.
Go back to the first center. Yeah.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed thread in the form of outfielder Stephen Horton.
Is Grandpa home or is he out and about? He out and about. He might not back there.
Softly hit toward the hole. Scooped up.
Back there.
And the off-balance throw gets it. Nice play for the out.
I didn't see it out front either, so. Yeah.
here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today.
First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Michael Hall will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
At the plate, Eddie James. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that meant.
At the plate, Mark Ring. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Is on the ground over to first. He's right there. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. In now, Eddie James. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
He's set. The 0-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So striding in, Victor Robles, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now. Digging in to try it again, Eddie James comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Center fielder going back. And that one is gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, as we are all tied at 5.
Hey, I've seen a lot of things in my time, but I'm not sure I ever remember a player this hot. 2 home runs yesterday, another 2 home runs today. He could market and sell whatever pregame meals he's feasting on because he looks unstoppable right now.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mark Ring, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Pitch on the way. Slowly to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Stepping in, Eddie James.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And the run will score all the way from first.
Remind me to stop making predictions. This thing looked out of hand, but I should have known better to think that this thing wasn't going to get any closer. With these two offenses, it's going to be back and forth till the final out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Riley Green. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Riley.
A throw behind the runner at second, and a dive, but he's back in. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Cameron Meisner.
The center fielder, Cameron.
This is popped up. James is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now to the plate, Francisco Alvarez. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cards lead it 10-8. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie James. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cardinals are out in front 10-8.
Yeah, they showed a lot of grit to get the win here. They trailed by 4 runs, but never panicked. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it. And the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
This one wraps up as a 10-8 final. The Redbirds used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Tim Schmidt gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. George Lensko earns the save out of the bullpen, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak.